People of Reddit, what are some of the guy code and girl code unwritten rules that you always follow? Be generous with your closest friends. Buy them an occasional beer or their favorite soft drink without keeping score of whose turn it is to pay. Watch this video until the end for good luck. If another lady walks past and you notice a blood stain on the back of their pants/skirt, tell them, but do it discreetly. Recently noticed a passenger had a spot on her pants. Wrote her a note and slipped it to her as I was collecting trash from the carriage. Half hour later, I see her again, and she has a different change of pants on. She was super thankful. If somebody loans me money, it's my job to remember to pay back, not this to collect. Upwards nod equals we're friends, and I'm acknowledging you. Downwards nod equals I don't know you, but I'm acknowledging you. Guy code. Don't try to get with someone else's partner. Always give at least one space for urinals. Head nod. If someone offers to pay, you should ask them if they are sure. If they are, then it is rude to further reject what is supposed to be a kindness on their part. I got the bill. Are you sure? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Thank you. If you hear anything about a girl having a thing for your bro, you tell him immediately. I don't care if you're in the jungle with no cell phone service. You walk back to the nearest cell phone tower and let him know so he can get laid. Guy code. Never try to get with a friend's past flame without explicit discussion and permission. Gas your friend up when their crush is present. Driver gets the aux cable until responsibility is delegated. Heart to hearts are for after 3 AM. My girlfriend was telling me last night that she always carries an extra pad or tampon because you'll never know when another woman may need one and not have one. She said it's an unwritten rule for women that even if you hate the person, you will give them one if they need it. Got me thinking, what other unwritten rules have I not heard of? Girl code. If something is fixable within 5 minutes, makeup, something stuck in teeth, small things on appearance, you tell her and help her if needed. If it isn't fixable on the spot, you keep your mouth shut and especially don't point it out to others. Last slice of pizza or last pop or beer always goes to who paid for it. If you all chipped in, you don't have to ask, but you have to tell. And never take both in the same hangout, no matter what the earlier rules say. Never mess with the music in another person's car. Don't care how crap you think their taste is. If you know someone else had a regrettable hookup. No, you don't. Not even if you fall out and become enemies. You don't remember. If you sell a buddy a car or anything of value cheaper than normal because they are a friend, that friend must offer to sell it back to you before offering it to the general public. Brothers before but not before wives. Sure, it sucks when a buddy has to stay home for a weekend camping trip, but if his wife's sick and they have a 3-month-old, it's probably best that he keeps his family's interests above your own. Haha. If you see another girl in an uncomfortable situation, you try to get her out of there or at least let her know that you got her back. I've done it for everyone, from my sister to my friends' moms. One time at a school event, my best friend's mom somehow ended getting an unsolicited massage from another parent with boundary issues, and I quickly made an excuse up that I needed help at the concession stand. No one is too old or too young to do this. On a more lighthearted side, in my experience, when you hug another girl, you always try to slot the by going slightly to the side so that you don't just mash your chests together and hurt someone. Thou shalt never hold a bro's wingman duties against him. When you're chatting up a girl, I don't care how unattractive the friend he's flirting with is or how bad his flirting technique is. When he's distracting the air defenses to give you a clear run at the target, you do not insult his flying. As a guy that lifts weights and has brought some of his other male and 2 female friends into the fold, you never ever slander another person's weight on any lift. If your friend is 250 pounds and only benches 135 but is trying his ass off, then you never make a sound other than howling intense encouragement at them. The rule in my basement is everything is heavy to somebody. As long as you're giving it your full then the number is irrelevant. Silence at the urinal. Man, I will not speak to you unless I require immediate medical attention and you appear to be a doctor. If possible, I will take a urinal at least one urinal away from anyone else and select spacing to maximize the number of potential pees who needn't stand shoulder to shoulder. Lightly picking on each other is a sign of endearment, but you should always be trying to build each other up. Don't put someone else down just to make yourself look or feel better. Everyone wants to feel important and the center of attention sometimes. Don't bang someone that your friends are deeply invested in, even if it's not going to go anywhere. I wish I had friends who followed any of these. Not every girl follows this code but should. When you see a woman in need of help because somebody won't leave her alone, you either tell someone or step in as her best friend and persuade the person to go. Women also just know to go to the bathroom together. For opinions on appearance, to gossip briefly, or just for safety reasons. Don't hold grudges against your brothers. Just tell him to f himself for doing thing X and move the f on. On the other hand, if you did something to your bro, say sorry and buy him beers. First part optional, and don't do that shit again. I will wingman any man. I don't even have to know you. Hell, I'll wingman any woman too. If you are trying to make an impression on someone you think you'll hit it off with, call me. I love, and I'm always willing to help make it happen. This is going to sound weird as a guy code thing as it's actually a bro thing to do for women. If I happen to be walking somewhere at night, think grocery store parking lot, and I'm behind a woman, I always scuff my feet or something, so that she doesn't get freaked out by a man popping out of nowhere. As a fast walker, I will usually also slow my pace, so she doesn't think I'm trying to gain on her or anything. Women's lives are filled with these safety related mini panic attacks, and as a guy, I try to do my best to not cause them. If a girl throws up or passes out from drinking, no guy will touch her, even if it means I have to glue myself to her for the rest of the night. If you have a tampon and someone says they need one, you hand it over, no exceptions. If a guy is imposing himself on a girl physically, you are obliged to rudely squeeze yourself between them and help her escape. Also, it's called bro code and ho code. Female here. If you see another girl crying in the bathroom of the bar or club or venue you're at, you ask what's wrong and try to help. If you have a tampon or pad to spare and someone needs it, even if it's someone you hate, offer it to them. If a girl looks distressed or uncomfortable with the guy who is hitting on her at the bar or club or venue you're at, she's now going to be a new member of your crew. This one is a little tricky, but it's usually pretty obvious when someone needs an out but can't manage it or is frozen or intimidated. If you see it happening, try to catch her eye because she'll be looking around. Once you make eye contact, it's pretty easy to figure out if she needs an out, then swoop in and do the whole "hey girl, where the crap have you been? We are all waiting over at the table for you." And then you hook your elbow through hers and walk her back to your table of friends. Have your boys back in an altercation or fight or argument. I'm not saying 100% of the time step up for them. Sometimes people do dumb shit and deserve the consequences. But if the need arises, you should have their back. Even if it just means stepping up beside them to look intimidating. If I offer someone a beer or other alcoholic beverage and they turn it down, I never push it. Sometimes I don't want to drink, and I hate being pressured. Never pressure a drink on someone. I just go by human code. If you look homeless and hungry, I will buy you food. If you drop it, I'll help you pick it up, even if you didn't need help. I will always let one person cut in front of me in merging traffic. If you start telling a story in a group and everyone starts talking over you, I will say, "And then what happened?" and listen even if no one else is. I always leave a public bathroom cleaner than I found it. My life motto is, don't be an asshole. Doesn't matter the gender. The guy code rules for eating a banana. Never make direct eye contact with another man while eating a banana. Never close your eyes while biting the banana. Never take a bite longer than 1 inch in length. Never take more than 1 second to bite the banana. Never let your lips touch the banana. My personal rule is that I have a bat phone. If you call me on the bat phone and I gauge your problem to be serious, I'm on my way. Doesn't matter if I'm at work or it's the dead of night. I will come. If anyone needs a tampon, she shall get a tampon. It simply doesn't matter who. If you see someone in trouble, you will know her, and you will get your friend from the creeper. I've done this a million times and the oh hey I didn't know you were here too. To a complete stranger being harassed by a creeper hasn't once been met with nothing but relief and instantly acting along. Also, sometimes we exchange looks when men do stuff. I have had that eye contact with women plus 50 years older than me with whom I don't speak a word of the same language. It's universal. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Let us know your thoughts on this topic. See you soon.